Hi everyone, I'm Jane, the ultimate Filipina. So for today's video, I'm here now with Derek of the Q Adventure YouTube channel. So thank you, sir, for being in my channel.
My pleasure.
Okay, let's get started. Are you retired military or just a savvy and staunch businessman settling in the Philippines?
I'm just a normal person. I'm not military. I'm not ex-military. I'm not, I have a business mind, but I wouldn't say exactly I'm a business person. I'm a business person now. Yeah.
So this is your shop, right?
Yeah. This is definitely my shop.
So you don't have plan to open a new shop in the other area?
I have many plans that consist of building boats and buying land and building the Q empire. But as far as like franchising what I have now, no, I don't have any foreseeable plans.
But you're not paying this like your small shop, right? You're not paying this one, only the apartment.
I don't understand your question.
You're not paying the like your motorbike. You park all your motorbike here. Are you paying this?
Oh no, yeah, just the apartment. We have two apartments. That one and this one. So this lot over here is just pretty much at our discretion.
Why did you choose Lapu-Lapu, Philippines as your residence? Did you or have you considered relocating in the future or will make the Cebu area your permanent residence?
As far as this motorbike rental is concerned, Lapu-Lapu right here, I think is the best location because we're just 20 minutes from the Cebu airport on the same island, and then we're surrounded by, all these resorts and, Marabago here, as it's pretty much a tourist town.
You have a motorcycle business. Please tell viewers a quick summary of the business and its profile.
Say that one more time.
You have a motorcycle business. Please tell viewers a quick summary of the business and its profile.
Oh yeah, there are a lot of motorcycle rental businesses here, but I don't see them as competition because as you know, Jane, like a lot of the motorcycles here, they are very lacking in the maintenance aspect. So I set up this, I saw the problem, because I used to rent myself. And then, when I opened this motorcycle business, it's just like I was looking to solve that problem. All my motorcycles are purchased brand new and they are maintained. The Western standard, if I may, it's just like every time that the scooter leaves our hand, it doesn't matter if it's 1 day or 1 month, once it comes back, we do the entire, safety inspection, and it's very sad to say that, we're offering safety. I wish that all, the competitors, they offer the same level of safety, but we had a lot of experience where, our clients will, rent from somebody else for a cheaper price, and they end up, not feeling safe. The brake doesn't work or the tire, they spend more time fixing the bike than to enjoy their vacation. So they return that bike and they come and they pay for our bike for the rest of their trip, So we offer quality. We're not the cheapest, neither are we the most expensive, but it's just like we're the only company that allows you to rent a bike and go to Manila if you want to. A lot of our clients, they rent our bike and they do island hopping through via ferry, and that's the ultimate freedom that we offer because we have the confidence in our quality.
Very nice your motorbike. I'm seeing this one just now.
Yeah,
it's very nice.
That one is brand new. We're still waiting for the ORCR, the ADV. So
You cannot sell this one. You just all rent.
no, I do not sell. Yeah, I do not sell. I only rent. And another point, which you just brought up, is very valid. It's a lot of our profits here, along with our YouTube monetization, we do philanthropy work with it. So once the bike, gets to a certain age and we recuperate a certain level of capital investment, we don't sell it. We donate it to a local Filipino person, like mostly students, to help them create that freedom to go to school and not, rely. So we donate it and we support a lot of local kids.
So this is good for island, sir.
What's that?
This is good for island. This one, you to climb in the island, your motorbike.
Well, we're adding more. As you can see, we have an enduro bike that is a dirt bike. Yeah, the green one. So, not everybody will, like climb mountains, so city bikes, mountain bikes, whatever. Soon we will add into that inventory to accommodate every, customer. But regardless, it's, the mountain or the city, it's just like safety and quality is what we offer.
It's like for 3 people can ride, right?
No. Yeah, the Filipino law, indicate that, 2 people per bike. It is heavily enforced in the big cities like Cebu, Manila, and, maybe even Davao. But out in the province, you see 4 or 5 people, ride on the bike. Not saying that, the province law is different. It's the same, but it's just not enforced in the province. It's still illegal, but they just don't enforce it as much.
I saw the motorbike. I think the long motorbike. I don't know about the motorbike because like 4 people can ride.
I don't know what long motorbike that you're referring to, but like these motorbikes, the law indicates that only 2 people maximum, but in the province, you can put 4 people, 2 goats, and 1 baboy, and and nobody cares.
Okay, speaking of motorcycles, is motorcycle driving safe in the Philippines? Have you ever been involved in an accident or incident?
Well, not an accident. Well, actually, a long time ago, 7 years ago, I was involved in a pretty bad accident, but, it's my own fault. I feel, because I tried to overtake somebody and I, underestimated the speed of the oncoming traffic. But generally, I think visually, it looks, it looks unsafe, in the Philippines and other parts of Asia. But in practice, I feel like it's a lot safer than back home in the United States, in Los Angeles. I refuse to ride a bike. But in Asia, I cannot live without a bike because, of the traffic condition here. It looks unsafe, but in practice, when you're driving, as long as you stay predictable and the traffic goes slow enough where everything is, very predictable.
Just be careful, right? Every time you drive.
Always be careful. That's the best rule of thumb. But, I'm a speedster. I drive, pretty fast. But, again, it doesn't mean that driving fast is irresponsible or anything. I feel like, it's safer for me driving fast because I don't have to worry about, other people's actions behind me.
Do you carry insurance on your motorcycles, especially for renters?
Well, it comes with insurance, like a third-party liability of 100,000, and I think that is more than sufficient, in the Philippines. And a lot of my clients, I would say 95% of my clients are foreigners or travelers. Because the way that I'm priced right here, like the Filipinos will probably not favor. They would probably complain that it's too expensive, but the foreigner will, classify it as, like this is a safe bike. It's like money. You cannot put a dollar amount or a money amount, for in exchange for safety, and the locals will probably, save, 50 or 100 pesos a day, and they don't have to have, both brakes. But, for someone like myself who, come to the Philippines just to visit, it's just safety is very, I'd rather pay extra 100 pesos per day for the safety instead of, spending, 40, 50,000 for hospital bills if my brakes doesn't work and I fall down. And, it's just the culture is different. The expectations are different, so I cater to, the people who are looking for safety.
I do not know how to drive a motorcycle. Do you provide any training for first-time rentals and safety briefing? Do you offer any motorcycle outing or trail riding tours?
The short answer is no, because when I set up, I'm a foreigner. I grew up in Los Angeles, California, and I came here to the Philippines, and even though I'm offering this service, but my time is still very valuable. If somebody wants to, pay me for my fees and it's not going to be Filipino wages, then yeah, I'm open to it, but I'm not offering it openly. I have taken, a few, I think about 3 people, subscribers, and kind of teach them. We have walkie-talkies. Helmet walkie-talkies, and like I teach them what to look for, and like safety riding and stuff like that. And we even went over to Bohol and Circle Bohol. But my fees are based on American fees and not Filipino fees. So if you think it's worth it, I offer it. Sure, I'm open to it, but as a general availability, no.
Okay, what if the renter spoil your motorbike? Is it their responsibilities to fix?
100%. But once the bike is in the renter's possession, it's their responsibility. But as you can see, all my motorcycles are equipped with a crash card. And that thing, the design of it is just, I had a few, I had a few incidents, 2 incidents where a renter has no experience and just hop on the bike here and just rocket it out. And, the bike was abandoned and it was slid. Fortunately, with the crash card, there's scratches to the crash card, but, nothing happened to the motorbike. So, I'm not a jerk. I'm not going to charge them for, damages that are not there. The crash card is very cheap. I think it's like 1,500, which translates to $30, which is very replaceable. So I didn't charge them for it. But in the case that the motorcycle was damaged, the renter is responsible for it. Yes.
Okay, you have a beautiful companion and Kitsune, Yukai or I for short. How did you meet such a beautiful Filipina? And any advice for viewers who are looking for their ideal ultimate Filipina?
I'm not a dating person. I'm not a dating guru or a love guru, so I don't have any advice. But how I met her is it's a funny story. I'm completely against online dating, but I did meet her online. But the story is, when I arrived in the Philippines in July of 2022, I was not involved in, although I have an active membership with, an online dating site, but I was not active on it. I was dating 8 other people, and then, it just didn't, not at the same time, but, I was just playing the field because I was boots on the ground over here. But it just so happened that one day I just checked my messages and, things, we met up and, just things worked out the way it did. But generally speaking, I don't believe in online dating. I rather, have, eye contacts and a genuine conversation, and then you can tell the honesty in somebody's eyes.
That's right. And then they will say that, I'm single, but in person,
Wait,
they're
single?
married. I'm single.
I'm just kidding. I kid.
No, because some in the dating site, right? Because they tell lie, they pretend they are single, but in person they are married, or they have children also.
Yeah, whatever it is, because in online, you're female, even on TikTok, whatever. There's a lot of filters. There's a lot of things that are, to a man like myself is dishonest. It's just it's easy to be someone fake and type in, the description of, your personality. But, if I sit across from you and have eye contact, it's just first and foremost, it's hard for you to tell, it's not natural to tell something that is untrue, so it just makes it difficult. And secondly, your eye, whatever you say, your eyes,
Face to face.
yeah. It's just a more human aspect, Online is just too easy for dishonesty,
Are you renting, leasing, or owning here in the Philippines? Any advice to viewers on this subject?
I'm renting, I don't have any advice. I'm not an advice person because I don't feel like I have enough wisdom in one topic to give advice. And but I think, I expressed an interest in buying this 4-unit right here, but they were asking for 30 million, whereas the monthly rent is 23,000. Yeah, so the cost of buying it does not reflect in the rent. So it's not. It's more worth it, for me. Yeah.
Expensive. My house.
Very. Yeah.
My house only in Leyte is 900,000 pesos.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. So, for me to spend 30 million to buy this and, 23,000 a month rent times 4 units, how many years would it cost for me to
One room, 23,000.
one unit? One unit has 3 bedrooms and 3 CRs. But it just takes me too many years to recuperate my capital, so it's more worth it for me to rent. But we are looking at land in different islands to purchase.
Because for me, I prefer to buy land or house instead of renting, because like you wasted the money or the year also. Or rent on.
No, that's a 100% valid. I'm it's the same mindset, but one step further. It's just like I'm not going to pay 100 million for an empty piece of land where that piece of land is only worth. I'm not.
Bigger.
Yeah. Where the piece of land is worth maybe 100,000. I'm not going to overpay because I'm a foreigner. So everything has to make sense. And then owning land for a foreigner in the Philippines is very tricky.
It's expensive.
Yeah, well, it's, just the paperwork aspect, on the surface, foreigners cannot own land in the Philippines.
Different.
So you have to, make a big circle to make it, so the risk mitigation, it just gets complicated. So it has to be worth it for me. I want to pay Filipino prices, not foreigner prices.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Must be mindset. Okay.
Yeah.
You are
Businessman,
Yeah. You are passionate about the poverty in the Philippines and are always involved in community and self-efforts to help. Please tell viewers about your Q Gives Com organization. Do you have other charitable activities?
The website Q Gives is currently inactive because I had one subscriber that set all that up for me, but things didn't work out the way that I anticipated. But on a personal level, my we do philanthropic work here. Does not, just to be clear, does not make us philanthropists, but we do give back to the community. All the businesses that I am set up for, and our future businesses is looking to make Western standard profits, and we're going to a big portion of it, not all, back to the community. As of right now, we're sponsoring 3 college students, with their boarding house and their tuition and their expenses and stuff like that. And we adopted two girls that live with us now. And we give back to the community. We often, buy shoes for kids and stuff like that.
It's like foundation.
What's that?
It's like foundation.
It's not a foundation. It's private. We're not set. We don't have an organization or anything like that. We just do it with our own personal resources. Once in a while, we have a subscriber that, make a generous donation. Like, for example, there's this girl that she's 17 now, but when we met her, she was 16 years old. Her circumstances were very challenging, for a lack of a better word, but we've been sponsoring her with a cell phone so she can go to school, and we've been sponsoring her in different aspects. And then recently a subscriber sent 25,000 pesos for her to do some dental work because she the subscriber is that made the donation is a female as well. I'm assuming. I've never met the person in person, but just from their name, I'm assuming she's female. And saw that she lacked confidence because of her dental problems, so she sent 25,000 to get the dental work done.
So nice.
Yeah.
Very kind. Are you and I married or in a cohabitation relationship? Can you name 3 pros and 3 cons of living in cohabitation, or is marriage the ultimate
I'm
goal?
sorry, you're very soft-spoken and I'm kind of deaf, but can you say that one more time?
Are you and I married or in a cohabitation relationship? Can you name 3 pros and 3 cons of living in cohabitation, or is marriage the ultimate goal?
Yeah, we're not married. We both do not believe in marriage. I don't know the pros and cons of being married, but the pros and cons of not being married is just like the pros. Obviously, it's just like marriage is the first step to divorce.
No divorce here in the Philippines.
Exactly. If we're not married, then we don't have to worry about divorce. If we like each other, then we stay. If we don't, if we can't stand each other, then we're at will to walk away. And then the con, of course, there's no divorce in the Philippines. So once that decision of getting married is done. You know, like if you're miserable, then there's no divorce in the Philippines. And then I feel like we get along a lot better as an unmarried couple. Like there's a lot more honesty. If we're happy, we're not happy. We are more honest about it instead of like being fake because we have to preserve the marriage.
How many years you've been together with I, sir?
Just not quite 2 years, almost 2 years, but not quite 2 years.
It's a bit long already.
Yeah, a bit long already. Yes.
Okay, what are your favorite Filipina foods? Do you like lechon, halo-halo, or balut?
Oh, I'm going to be very honest with you. Like I was born in Vietnam to Chinese parents, so we consume, balut in that culture as well. And lechon, is we have roast pigs in the Chinese culture, which we consume a lot. So I don't have, like necessarily a favorite Filipino dish.
You speak Chinese, sir?
Yes.
Oh, I know a little bit of Chinese.
Which dialect?
Like nauma and Waini or
Okay, so Mandarin.
Mandarin and also the Cantonese.
Okay.
Ni hao ma. And then I forgot already.
Yeah, both of that is Mandarin, but yeah, I speak conversational Mandarin, and my family at home we speak Cantonese. We practice Cantonese.
Ni hao ma.
Yeah.
Okay. When making the decision to retire, visit or live in the Philippines, what advice can you give viewers on this subject?
Again, I'm not an advice person. I'm not retired, so I don't have the wisdom about retirement, and I'm not, an advice person. So.
Okay. What are your upcoming plans for your channel as you continue your exponential growth?
I'm going to continue to focus on, like the adventure and philanthropy work on Q Adventures. However, like I am starting a second channel, Q Riders, and I'm putting a heavy emphasis on that because we are starting a riding club, which consists of only law enforcement officers and foreign nationals. So so we're putting a big emphasis on the recruiting aspect right now. So yeah.
So smelling. This smells good. The food.
I'm sorry.
The food smells good.
I'm sorry, I didn't hear you.
Okay. Any advice for me as new vlogger joining the highly competitive market?
Again, I'm not an advice person. I just think my opinion, is just to do something different. Like if everybody is doing the same thing, you're just competition. So if you find like something that is different that you can be honest about, like for example, like I didn't come to the Philippines just to open a business. Like motorbikes and motorcycles are my passion. So when I'm passionate about something, it's just a hobby that turned into a business, rather than just work. I don't see this as work, So same thing applies as a vlogger, find something that you enjoy doing, and then and just turn on the camera and document it. And I think, like the honesty will come through.
Okay. Any comments to all the viewers watching this video?
I don't know your audience, so I don't know how to comment. But are your audience usually like Filipinos or?
Yes.
Yeah. We're hiring, so it's we're working on expanding and like building an empire here. Any Filipinos out there that is watching and you are able to think outside the box and have a level of innovation and creativity, go to my channel, reach out to me, Q Adventures. We're looking to grow our organization and benefit the locals, but you have to have something to bring to the table. So just we're offering opportunities.
Okay. Thank you, sir, for the very good interview. And please subscribe to his channel. What's your channel, sir?
Q Adventures.
Yeah, Derek Q Adventure. So I will put his link in my video description. Thank you so much, sir.
You're welcome.
I'm Jane, the Ultimate Filipina, wishing you the ultimate day and ultimate Filipina life. Take care. Bye. Thank you.